Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about 2 things to never do during a breakup. Okay? So, what are these 2 things that you must never do during a breakup? Okay? So the first thing is to never fight to get the relationship back, which will go against all of your sort of emotions, and it will feel like the wrong thing to do when actually it's the right thing to do. So it's the right thing to do in a sense of if you're the one that got dumped, right? If you're the one that got dumped, then definitely don't fight for the relationship. Okay. So it plays out a little bit differently if you are the one that caused the breakup, as in you are the one that did the dumping. Then you may need to extend an apology out and say, sorry, I made a mistake. Can we talk about this? I was too harsh in my decision. Can we get together and talk? You may need to do something like that. Okay. But if you were the one that got dumped, you should not be fighting for the relationship. You should not be trying to, you shouldn't be begging, you shouldn't be pleading, you shouldn't be trying to use logic and reason, you shouldn't be sending love letters, you shouldn't be contacting their parents and trying to get them to convince them to come back to you. You should just not fight. If someone doesn't want to be in your life and they want to leave your life, you should open the door for them. Okay? You should not be trying to stand in the doorway preventing them from going. Because if they wanted to be with you, then they wouldn't be dumping you. If they wanted to be with you, then they wouldn't be trying to escape. They wouldn't be needing space from you. If they wanted to be with you, you would still be together. Okay? So the best thing to do is to let them go. Show them that it's not bothering you and let them go. Now the reason why you do this is because first of all, you're calling their bluff. Okay? Because if they still love you and care about you, once you've let them go, they will come back. Okay? So it's almost like a test, like, okay, go. And then if they don't want to, if they don't actually want to go, then they won't. They'll come back after a few days, or they'll start contacting you. Yeah? They may even tell you that they miss you. Okay? So you don't fight to get the relationship. And another thing that this does as well is it keeps your self-respect intact. And it keeps actually the respect that they have for you intact as well. Because someone can lose respect for you fast if you are begging and pleading, right? It just makes... It's not a very attractive quality, okay? And you may have experienced this yourself if someone has ever begged or pleaded with you about something, right? It just looks very pathetic, okay? And that's what they're going to feel. They're going to feel repulsed. They're going to think that your behavior is pathetic, and it's not going to make them want you more. It's not going to make you look more attractive, okay? And if you want them back, then you need to come across more attractive. And the best way to do that is to exude confidence, okay? And to let them go and to not beg, to not plead, okay? So that's the first thing, okay? Don't fight to get the relationship back. If they want to leave, if they want to go, let them. The best thing to say when someone breaks up with you is this: okay, well, I want to be with someone that loves me, and if you don't love me anymore, then, well, obviously we should go our separate ways, and I agree. I hope you have a great life. Just something like that, and that's all you ever need to say to them. That's all you ever need to say. You let them go. Okay? So, the second thing to never do in a breakup is to show that the breakup has diminished you in any capacity to your ex. Okay? Again, this is because you want to show confidence. Okay? You want to show that this hasn't deterred you in any way. This hasn't perturbed you in any way. Okay? You want to be unperturbed. Okay? So, the reason why this is effective is, again, because it shows confidence. It shows that you're not needy. Okay? And again, like if you like, let's say for example that you're posting sad quotes on Facebook or something like that, or on Instagram, and your ex can see these things, and they're all breakup quotes, and you're just showing how much this has destroyed you on the inside. It's not going to make your ex want you more. It's not going to make you look more attractive. In fact, it may give them an ego boost, thinking, haha, yeah, they can't live without me. How great am I? And it just makes them seem and makes them feel even more better than you, even more attractive than you. So never show that the breakup has diminished you in any capacity. Okay? You want to be stoic, still, and you don't want to let anything show. Now, of course, that may not be the truth, but you just don't want to let them know about it. If you're crying each night, then, then fine, but just don't post anything about it that they can see, or don't text them and tell them about it. You can still experience your emotions. They don't need to be on the ride with you while you're experiencing your sadness about the breakup, okay? If you're really sad about it, then I recommend talking to your friends about it, as long as they're not going to relay that information back to your ex. Important one. And also, you don't want to be posting on social media about it or anything like that. You don't want to be. They should not know about it, right? So you want to be talking to your friends about it if it's bothering you, or you get a therapist, right? Talk to a therapist about it. Talk to a professional about it, because you may need some counseling and guidance through this particular time. Okay. And I'm not a medical professional. You can get coaching with me, and I can help you, tell you what to do after the breakup, now that the breakup's happened, but I can't make you feel better, okay? If you're feeling really, really low. I'm able to give you some bit of a confidence boost, but that's about as far as it will go, right? Because I'm not a medical professional, okay? So if you're really struggling with the breakup, right, and it's really diminished you, and you feel that, and you feel awful, then go and get some professional help for it, right? Because there are services available that can help you, okay? Don't suffer don't suffer if you can get help, okay? Please do not let yourself suffer. Get the help that you need. But also another thing as well is that with time you will feel better, as long as you're not diving into habits that keep you stuck. So for example, a habit that will keep you stuck and prevent you from moving on is if you every day you go back through old messages that they sent you, and you're overanalyzing old text messages and things like that. That will keep you stuck. Another thing that will keep you stuck is if you're like looking through old photos that you guys had together, or you're just looking at photos of them on their social media profile and just sort of like going as you're like looking through them and listening to, I don't know, Air Supply or something. Right? So you don't want to be doing that either, because again, these are habits that are keeping you stuck. Another habit that may keep you stuck is if you're like listening to some like meditation on how to like reattract them or something. You don't want to be diving into any habits like that, because again, they will keep you stuck and they'll prevent you from moving on, okay? And you want to be able to move on. And so the best way to do that is now that this breakup has happened, you've got like a vacuum in your life, because obviously your life used to be filled with them, so now there's a void. And you may be filling it with with these habits that are keeping you stuck, because that time used to be just for them, and now your time is still for them, but you're just doing it in other ways, like looking through their photos, overanalyzing or text messages, things to that capacity, things that are keeping you stuck. But really, now that you've got that vacuum of time, you should be filling it with stuff that empowers you, makes you feel good, brings you confidence, self-esteem, that kind of stuff, okay? So, for example, going to the gym, maybe you start up a class, right, and use that time. Perhaps you use that time to listen to like educational podcasts, or a hobby like maybe you want to get back into doing art, drawing. Maybe you want to learn an instrument. Maybe you want to learn how to sing. Basically, filling up, or maybe you want to start your own business. It's just all about filling up your time with inspiring goals. But the thing is that they have to be inspiring, and they have to be really emotionally stirring. Because if they're not inspiring, if they're not emotionally stirring, then you're more likely to go to the thing that is more emotionally stirring, which is thinking about your ex and looking at their old messages that they sent you and looking at their photos and just thinking about them. Maybe you're watching loads and loads of videos on how to get your ex back and things like that, right? These things will just keep you stuck, okay? So you want to do things that are going to not keep you stuck, right? Unstuck you, right? That's not a word, but whatever. Okay, so you want to be doing things that are helping you. But they have to be inspirational. They have to be things that are inspiring to you, right? Give you goosebumps, right? Make you feel really cool, and gives you a grand vision for your future, right? You have to be thinking ahead, and right, and makes you feel ambitious, and yeah, you got to be doing things that you feel passionately about, okay? Because obviously you felt passionately about this ex because, you know, they'll be your ex. You know, it's hard to not feel passionately about someone who you're romantically connected to, okay? So if you find something that you're really passionate about, like an activity that you can do, then dive into that, okay? And that will help. Also, what will help as well is to apply the no contact rule too. Don't contact your ex. If they were the one that broke up with you, then it has to be their idea to come back, right? If it was their idea to leave, it has to be their idea to come back, because they made their mind up to leave, so they're the only one that could really change their mind. The only thing you can do is facilitate the feeling of them missing you by doing no contact and walking away. Okay, that's the only thing you can do. The only thing you can do is give them your absence so they can decide whether or not your absence is something that they do want or don't want, right? So then they'll either leave then and you'll never hear from them again, or if they still have feelings for you, they'll come back. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you would like to get in touch with me personally and you would like coaching with me and you need help with a specific situation, then please go to www.christinelovage.com, and I shall talk to you guys again very soon. And if you'd like more videos that are not accessed to the public just yet, then please join the members page. So you need to subscribe and then you join. Okay, so you subscribe first and then there'll be a sign that says join. And basically what you do is what you'll get if you join is you'll get loads and loads of videos that are not yet accessible to the public, but it's not necessary because they will be uploaded eventually. There's nothing that I'm withholding or hiding away. It's just another option if you really like my content and want to binge watch a load of videos, or you just want to support me more. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.